Hello everybody, Senior Analyst Kyle Custer here this week, and last week we had the FOMC meeting. We have a few points to talk about there, and of course this week we have the presidential election, among many local elections as well to be focused on. So obviously I can't get all into we're not going to get into politics today, but we are going to get into the FOMC and where we see rates potentially being in the next, we're going to probably see it next month. CME Group is putting out the chance of a rate hike at 76.3%. So it's looking like that's going to be happening. But why is that happening? Why are we seeing this? The hold off from this past meeting, and why are we waiting until December to potentially see this rate hike? Well, we'll probably see that 76% jump even more tomorrow, and that's because we just got the LMCI out. And we're now at a 0.7, and last month's was revised down to a 0.1. So we were looking at a trend here of relatively negative rates. Again, seeing that positive number doesn't necessarily mean we're in expansion, but what it does mean is that we weren't continuing to see a precipitous drop here into the negatives. And it's a promising signal for the employment numbers, which we saw the 4.9% unemployment rate. And the payrolls have actually been increasing as well. But what are the Board of Governors saying? So we talked about the CME Group, we talked about the Fed's LMCI key indicator. Well, what are they saying? Well, what we saw is that last week 2 people voted that they wanted to see rates move up at that meeting. However, of course, the majority did not want to see that, so rates remain the same. But importantly, out of the statement, it stated that the actual path of the federal funds rate will depend on the economic outlook as informed by incoming data. And we'll jump to this point, is that Stanley Fischer came out in an economic outlook speech that he gave 2 days after the FOMC statement. Now, Fischer voted to maintain rates at the meeting, but his speech really cut to the case here. He's seeing the economy as extremely improved over the past 2 years, and he doesn't come out and say it, but it seems like he's saying that he's going to be on the voting for the rate hike at the next meeting. Another interesting point to pull out of the statements was Eric Rosengren actually voted to increase rates last meeting in September, although he did not vote that way this meeting. You could always speculate that was tied to just, let's get through the election and then play it by ear. And that might have been a lot of what put this on hold for the meeting last week. So we're looking forward to this December meeting. I think we're going to finally see that rate hike. Thank you very much and have a great week.